I think the finish on the bottom is better than the finish on the top.
All right, y'all. So you know I am building, kind of rebuilding my 1983 Honda 200E Big Red, and I've been looking for plastics. I have the Maya front fender for 185S because I have 185S front forks on it. But Maya wants like $300 and something for the rear fenders, and I'm just not doing that. So I was Googling, and I saw that TEMU, which TEMU doesn't make stuff. Is this it right here? TEMU doesn't make stuff. TEMU is just a distributor. So people going, oh, I'm doing these TEMU bills. TEMU is not a manufacturer. TEMU is simply a distributor, just like Amazon, just like eBay. With the exception of Amazon and Amazon Basics, Amazon is a distributor for companies. So as you can see here, I have an 83 Big Red. I can't highlight this, but you can see right here, product applicability, 82, 83, 200E. I have an 83 200E, 84 200ES, and 84, 85, 200M. And this, the manufacturer for this is Unox or whatever. So this is literally half the price of the Maya rear fenders. I hope that the color matches the front halfway decent, but hey, we're gonna find out when they get here.
These are the Honda fenders that I ordered from TEMU not that long ago. So let's get these in the garage. This is just a distributor that sells their item on TEMU, but they are stateside. So they're in the United States. They post them on TEMU. So it's not anything produced by TEMU. TEMU doesn't manufacture it. TEMU just gives the sellers a platform to sell it. So when you order it from TEMU, TEMU notifies the seller, i.e. the drop shipper in this case, that they've been paid and that they're clear to ship the item. So let's just, because we got all these TEMU LS bills.
TEMU this, TEMU that. TEMU's not a manufacturer.
So the same stuff you get on eBay, Amazon, any other third-party website, you get on TEMU. So, but this same manufacturer sells these fenders other places, but for $100 more than what I paid for these. So didn't take that long to show up. Let's see what they look like. I do have the Maya front fender, so I'm more curious on the color difference between the two than really anything else. So we do indeed have fenders. They don't look like they are folded up in this box. So we do have two halves, which is great. First thing I noticed, they don't have the same shine. Like the shine on these are 100% crap. Like, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but the shine is nowhere close to being the same between the Maya and whoever this manufacturer is. So that's one thing off the gate. It does have the hole in the fender for the rear rack to pass through. I think that's the mount in the rear rack. We got the holes that mount to the side. I think these are going to be the holes that the grab bar bolted into, and then the holes up top. But yeah, the shine on these are 100% crap. So the finish on them does not match the Maya, but hopefully it'll be far enough away. Maybe I could throw some wax or something on it. But yeah, I think the finish on the bottom is better than the finish on the top. They are not drilled out for the mud flaps. My factory fender has mud flaps. So I guess I will figure out if I want to keep the mud flaps, and if I do, I will have to drill holes in my new fenders. But I mean, as you can see, they look to be the part. And quite frankly, I'm not expecting them to fit awesome. I'm expecting to have to wallow out some holes and make some cuts and stuff like that. I'm totally expecting that. These were $180 for both sides. I'm absolutely expecting to have some fitment issues, 110%. When I get them installed, and as I have issues with them, because I sure am, I'll be back and I will let you know. Well, let's attempt to get this TEMU fender installed on my 83200E. This hole, this hole, this hole, and this hole are going to be where the fender mounts to. For whatever reason, the fender does not have the hole drilled for this bottom mount, but there's no hole there. Let's see. So I can already see that I'm gonna have to ream out this hole a little bit in the front because that's already not lining up. And there we have it. So let's take a look at some fitment. Am I going back? Nah, I'm not gonna worry about drilling a hole in it. That seems to be pretty solid. So I'm not gonna worry about drilling a hole right there. Kind of leave that clean look. So I have the Meyer front fender and then the TEMU. I'll put the company name on the screen for the rear fender. The finish of the TEMU fender is just, it isn't Meyer. Now, if I could have got the 185S front fender from the same company and it was the same finish, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. After a couple of rides, it may not be that big of a deal. From 6 feet, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You know, if you are 6 feet away, it'll look fine. Once you ride on the trail for 30 minutes and it get dusty, nobody never know. After a couple of washes, you probably be able to tell the difference. I guess we'll see as time goes on. But I mean, having to ream out a hole a little bit, that's not too bad. I mean, I expected to do a lot more fitment wise than what I did. And it doesn't fit bad. I feel like the fitment is pretty good. It's not terrible. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse than what it is. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. So let me get the right side bolted on and everything, and then let me get the wheels put back on, and then we'll see what it looks like with it together. These TEMU fenders, they don't look that bad. They actually fit a lot better than what I thought they were going to fit. I still don't know if I'm going to do the mud flaps or not. I don't know. I like this look without the mud flaps. I don't plan on riding in mud, not on purpose. Be mostly sand, dirt. I don't plan on riding in the mud. And if I do ride in the mud, I'm not planning on going that fast. So I'll see later on if I do want to run the mud flaps. I'll see. The Pro Torque exhaust looks pretty good. Like I said, the fenders fit way better than what I thought they were going to fit. On the right side, I did have to ream out that front hole a little bit as well. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to drill the holes in the side. Like I said, they're on there pretty good, and I don't think that it would benefit anything from drilling that bottom hole. The exhaust and everything tucks in there real good, has a little gap, shouldn't melt the plastic or anything. If you haven't been watching the series, it's a 83 200E with a 250cc manual clutch dirt bike motor. And I don't have it running yet. Like I said, I need to clean the fuel tank. I'm also waiting on another 520 chain so that I can actually ride it for the first time, which hopefully after this, the riding video will be the next video. So I do need to get some graphics or something made. I'm probably not going with the OEM graphics. I'll probably do the OEM style, but with the Darius Beals flare on it to kind of take up some of this this space on all this red fenders. Do some play on words on the back and everything. But yeah, if you're not looking for a pristine finish like Meyer, the Meyer fenders have a really good finish to them. If you're not looking for that really good finish, then pay $180 versus almost $400. I think the Meyer fenders are like $400 just for the rear. So $400 versus $160, whatever it was I paid for these. You know, these are going to get scratched. This is not going to be a garage bike. This bike is going to be ridden through trees and bushes, and knowing me, up there I go shining. Knowing me, it's probably going to end up on its side. So let's be for real here. I'm not going to spend a bunch of money to make this a show quality bike and then go and turn it upside down, crack a fender or anything like that. So yeah, if you're looking for an alternative for some cheaper, not so well finished fenders, I will have a link in the description below. If I find these fenders by this company somewhere else other than TEMU, I will have those links in the description as well. So yeah, at the end of this video and in the description, I'll also have the link to the 200E playlist, and you can see how it looked when I got it to where it is now. Yeah, but hopefully the next video will be a riding video. I can't wait to ride this thing. That's what she said. All right. So like everything you do, think, build, enjoy. Peace.